is what Dublin GA looks like the day after snow. It's icy out here. Clear out my truck and see if I can go see what the roads look like. So we probably got about 4 inches of snow over the last 24 hours. Man, I tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen this kind of snow in Dublin. Heck, I'm 50 years old, so I don't know if I've ever seen this much in Dublin. I'm sure it has. I remember it snowing once when I was a little kid. It's just something that we're not accustomed to down here. As you can tell, there are no crews to go out and put ice on the road to help the roads clear. There's no snow clearing material to come out and help with the roads. So it's going to be a challenge for some of these people who have never driven on snow. So we'll see what some of the more main roads look like. I'm just gonna try to get down here to the main road so I can take a look at it and see how it's gonna work out as far as my youngest son trying to get to work today. I know a lot of people work at his current location, work from out of town, and management was already telling him yesterday that they didn't believe front end of my truck is frozen, so that's why you keep hearing the beeping noise going on. Once I get the absolutely no equipment to do anything with these roads. So everything that you see is just where people have been moving around already. Somebody coming up behind me, even though he's in a truck, he's trying to speed on around. Just leaving one of the local businesses. I had to go and get some gas, so I'm on my way back home now, so I can see if I'm going to help my son get to work today or not. See if he's going to feel confident enough in driving in this. But at any rate, just as I suspected, the issue is not going to be the snow; it's going to be the ice and the freezing water that's going to be on the ground as people are walking through the snow, people are driving on the snow. One of the ladies just reminded me, this is a business.